Hey, you guys. So I'm back again with another message. And this particular message, God told is based upon a dream. And then I was asking God about the dream. And basically, this message kind of ties into the previous message. But a lot of God's children, um, y'all are about to stumble upon some things. So when it comes to maybe your business or how you do things, y'all are really about to stumble upon a breakthrough or something is like that you're working on now. Whenever you release it, it's going to be really, really big. And we got to understand that monitoring spirits is real. And in the dream, I saw a particular person watching someone to see when this thing is going to be released so they can take it and try to steal it or steal the idea, steal the concept. Okay. We as children of God, we have to do our due diligence when it comes to doing certain things. We have to protect us. We have to protect the brand. And that's why we have to do our due diligence when it comes to certain things. One thing that God really has told me to start doing is making sure I have my trademarks in place, making sure I start doing copyright laws, patent laws, because people are hateful. And some of these people that are going to try to steal and take from you are going to be your own family members, are going to be your own relatives. And what this person is trying to do is they're going to try to steal this idea and make it seem like you stole this idea from them, which is not true because you no longer talk to this individual. You no longer have any contacts with this individual. But y'all, people will do that. Okay. And so they're watching you to steal from you. They're watching your social media. They're watching how you post things. But they know that you're on a verge of something dropping that's going to be really, really big. That's going to get a lot of attraction. That's going to push you into your next. That's probably going to be like a major financial breakthrough for you. And they're waiting for you to drop that thing so they can kind of lie and say that you stole their idea, or so they can copycat it, right? And then try to flip it and make it into their own. Now, please believe when people do this, it might work for a season. However, what God bless you to do can be a curse to somebody else. I'm seeing in this season, in this hour, where a lot of people are trying to copy a child of God and they weren't equipped for it, or trying to copy something that God has told another one child to do, and now they're trying to go and do it, and they're not equipped for it. Because that's not their assignment. And I really was. When I saw that, I was like, God, I really wish people would stay in their lane. Because when you stay in your lane, you won't have to deal with unnecessary warfare for trying to walk into someone else's shoes or trying to be in somebody else's lane. And then wondering why you're constantly being beat down with different things, or things keep constantly happening because you are outside of your lane. You are in someone else's lane. That's not what God has called you to do. And so a lot of people, out of desperation, they're going to try to take a child of God's, what they're doing, their ideas, their different things that they're trying to do, and they're going to try to copycat it. They're going to try to steal it and say that you copied them. Be very careful. Be very mindful in this season, in this hour. Do your due diligence. Research different ways on how you can protect yourself and protect your brand. I will be doing a upcoming webinar about it, or teaching about the different ways that you can protect your brand and all that other good stuff. So if you guys want to register, I know I shared the link one time before on the community tab. Go look at it. Go register. It will be a small fee because I'm hosting this, so I have to pay for the platforms that I'm using. But again, you guys need to be mindful of these type of things. God, He gives warning before destruction, and He will show us ahead of time when the enemy is trying to attack. But be mindful of how you're posting things. Make sure you have your copyright laws in place, your patent laws in place, your trademark laws in place, okay? Make sure you have all these different things in place, because the enemy is out to steal, kill, and destroy. The enemy is out to be to still take ideas from a real chosen one or a real child of God that's really doing what God has called them to do, to make them look like they're false. They're false. To make them look like that they are counterfeits and not the real, not who is the real person that God has sent. We have to be careful during this season and this hour, because A lot of people that are evil and wickedness are going to go through judgment. They're going to go through a time of desperation, because I told you guys before, it's going to be like a supernatural wealth transfer. God is going to expand, exalt, place his children in the limelight when they don't want to really be there, but it's just their time, it's just their season, because God wants to use his children to draw people closer to him. Okay. And so we're going to have enemies again that's going to try to attack that. We're going to have enemies that's going to try to come against that. So be mindful. Okay. Their people are going to be watching you to try to take from you. All right. If you do your due diligence, if you make sure you have everything in place, if you make sure you are doing what you're supposed to be doing to protect yourself and to cover yourself, you will be fine. All right. It will be like whenever these people try it, you can get your lawyer, send them a cease and desist, and then it will be on them. All right. If they do it again, you can take them to court. All right. You can rightfully sue. But just make sure that you're covering yourself, so if that does happen, you can rightfully send cease and desist and you can sue them. Okay? And then they will be exposed. They will be embarrassed. They will be shamed, because it's like, how can you hide and deny something where people got all these type of rights and laws and rights and laws and patents and stuff in place, and you can back up with dates when you started stuff, and when you started doing stuff, when you start doing things like that the right way, like getting stuff trademark, patent, all that other stuff, so you can have those type of things in place to show proof that, hey, I did this during this time, this person did this during this time. The dates won't match up, it won't add up, but you want to make sure that you are covering yourself, that you are protecting yourself. Okay, so I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day. Cover and protect yourself. Be on the lookout. I will be releasing um, a flyer again with all the information about the upcoming webinars and stuff that I'm doing. Okay, it will be a small fee. Okay, but I love you guys. I pray that you all have an amazing day, and I will chat with you all later.